bring forward now, and Ron, help me, who's presenting what?
I'm going to ask our Scott Humpert if he'll come forward and introduce everybody. This is for the Tour de Die For, which
Travel Oregon Award.
We received the Travel Oregon Award. So Scott will come up and introduce everybody.
It is, oh, there he is. I'm having a hard time seeing that back row.
Good evening. I'm Scott Humpert, Marketing Manager with the VCB. Just wanted to kind of present an award that the VCB and its partners were awarded at the 2017 Travel Oregon Governor's Conference on Tourism for an event we put on called the Tour de Die For, which was the cemetery tours that we did October. We did this in partnership with Theater West, with Pioneer Cemetery Association, the North Lincoln County Historical Museum, Chinook Winds Casino, and a little help from the Cultural Center, too. So it was, this is the second award that it received for heritage tourism, one from the Oregon Festival and Events Association, the other with Travel Oregon. So it's nice that we've been recognized, one as a kind of a partnership, as we talked about incubation in the VCB as a form of event promotion versus operation and logistics, and how this has really been an example of how that can pay off, but also as a way to use heritage as a way to promote tourism in Oregon.
Just make sure you introduce yourself, please.
My name is Louis Smith. I'm on the board of Theater West, and we just wanted to, this particular event, we were really impressed, given that it was a collaboration, the first time, between the partners that he mentioned, the Theater West, the museum, and the Taft Pioneer Cemetery. There was also two other organizations involved, the Chinook Winds, which donated buses, drivers, and people to tell stories on the bus, as well as the Cultural Center, which is where we were based. They provided cookies, hot cocoa, and stuff. Just given that it was, and I don't know how many of you actually attended this event or not, but I'll give you a real quick cook's tour of what it entailed. People would show up at the Cultural Center, get onto a bus, take the bus up to the cemetery. They do a little tour around West Devils Lake Road where they were told the stories of local legends. Get up to the cemetery. There were 6 of us up there. I was one of the dead people.
And great, by the way.
I appreciate that. It's the skin lotion. And where each of us portrayed somebody that is buried in the cemetery. And it was not like a Halloween type thing. It was historical. It was like when Ben Franklin came to your school as a kid or something and talked, and the President or Abraham Lincoln at Disney, but without the animatronics. And it was given all the different agencies involved and all the different parts that everybody played, there was really no snafus. It was truly amazing. It really worked like clockwork. And as a performing thing, we were kind of amazed because it was kind of the first time. We thought, okay, we'll cut our teeth on this, and then next year we'll learn. And then there's always something to learn, but it just was really a fantastic event. And it was a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to doing it again this coming year in October. We've expanded to, I think we added one more night, didn't we, of tours. So there's 4 tours a night, and we use the museum as a backup if the weather is inclement. And again, just a great exercise in cooperation between the different agencies. And I do want to throw, I have to say that the VCB was fantastic, and I have to commend Ed Drystad, who couldn't be here today, he was kind of the glue that held this whole thing together. He was there every night. He came up to check on us. It was kind of cold up there some nights up in the cemetery, and he brought us stuff to drink. He made sure that the drivers were there if somebody couldn't make it. He was there every night. So I have to say the VCB really, held it all together, and we're just personally grateful for everything they did in that project. And that's all I got. I'm looking forward to doing another year. Different characters, so if you get a chance, come check it out. We handed out free nickels at the end of the last one. You never know.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Anyone, feel free if you have something to say. Oh, absolutely.
Good evening. I'm Cheryl Smith at the Taft Cemetery Association. I'm the president going on 24 years. when Ed came to us to present this Tour to Die For, we all look at each other like, what's interesting in our cemetery? So more he talked about it, and more we said, okay, we'll do it. We set the stage, take out the actors, Ann Hall at the museum presided the information of the deceased pioneers, which is quite interesting. I was one of the volunteers of a tour guide, and it went like clockwork. We had a little mishaps of the bus, and some other people didn't know which one to going to do, but we ironed that all out. And Ed, it was very nice that he provided the hot chocolate for us. He also said a little bit of nip or something in there, but we never did get it. But, whoops. But hell, we had fun. I hope you guys will come this year to the Tour to Die For. We got new different characters up there now and different locations of the cemetery. And keep a note, next year they're going to do my dad. So I hope to see you.
And Scott,
Thank
if
you.
you could give mention to the gentleman who took those wonderful photos.
Oh, yes, Cody Cha, and we worked with him on a number of projects, but he did a really great job with this one, just considering time of day, nighttime shooting is really tough, and he shot it. We had a great sky that night that had some great cloud coverage, and he got some excellent photos, which I think helped sell the award to Travel Oregon. When you can see the visuals that go along with it, it just really brought it to life, and he did an awesome just pro bono promotional shot for it, too, that was able to go out with the press releases, and just having that partnership with him and that flexibility with him being local to come in and help the project out was immensely helpful.
Well done to you, well done to Ed, and the cemetery, the actors, all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Proud
We
of
hope
you.
that this is another way for the VCB to really use that partnership with other organizations to let them shine and to let them bring their capabilities to these events. And really, we want to be that glue that can help promote and hold these things together, but let the partners really be the ones to shine.
So great philosophy.
And we've got a short video of the awards presentation where it was kind of a unique thing where we actually had two of the performers come to us to Salem and do an abbreviated version of their performances on stage. So I've edited that down to the short version, so I've got just a couple minutes here to show you real quick.
The first award for this evening is the Oregon Heritage Tourism Award. It recognizes the outstanding incorporation of Oregon's authentic cultural or natural history as a device to draw visitors to the state. And it better to give us a glimpse into the heritage event that brings the past to life once a year for visitors to the Oregon coast than the permanent residents themselves.
Arv! Leonard, wake up! We have company! Oh, wait. This isn't Pioneer Cemetery. Who are you? Where's my family? Oh, well, it's company. I'm Mamie Arlinger. I was born in 1859, and I died in 1940. I'd be 159 years old today. And you know what they say? I'm Lincoln City's deadliest catch. I have a beautiful home on the Siletz Bay, 2-story finished home, beautiful looking, and they saw me every day out there on my rocking chair. If I wasn't there, they knew where I was. I was out there on that beautiful Siletz Bay in my boat called the Acme. I loved that boat just as much as you love Tom and Jerry today. Oh, boy, the stories I can tell you about that boat. But in the meantime, I'm sitting up in the top of the hill at Pioneer Cemetery amongst my friends and family, looking out amongst the sea and a view to die for with my family. Oh, it's so nice to have visitors. You need to come visit us. Look at that view. There's nothing like it. And I'd love to tell you another story or two. Come see me soon. You hear?
10 cents, roses. Roses. Have a rose. I come from Finland, and I came here in around 1905, in my mid-20s. Now, lots of people came from Finland here to homestead for the free land, and the rivers and the streams and the fishing, and of course the fins, dolphin and shark fins. It was a lot funnier back then. I didn't really have a great deal of need for money, but I would grow my own flowers, and then I would put them in my wheelbarrow and walk through town, and I would holler out, roses, 10 cents, roses. Of course, I didn't always have roses. Sometimes I had lilies, but I still yelled roses just the same, and they still bought them just the same, so it worked out for everybody. Now, I will say the little children like to follow me up the road, and again, not needing much money, I would always kind of throw them a nickel or something, and they loved that. They would laugh and follow me, and after a while, I started realizing it was kind of like a protection payments, because it kept them nice, and because they liked to play tricks. And for example, when I left here, I was full of freshly cut fresh flowers, but somehow they replaced them with these oddly synthetic polymers, and I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that means, but that's not what I left the house with. I do have some nickels here. If anybody needs a nickel, I guess it doesn't quite get you a phone call. Sir? You look like you could use a nickel. There you go, sir. Have two. Thank you. Thank you.
To honor the efforts and the impact that this group has had on Lincoln City, I am pleased to announce that the Oregon Heritage Tourism Award goes to several organizations that together have successfully produced a tour to die for. Accepting the award on behalf of the event are, hold your applause please, Ed Drystad and Scott Humpert from the Lincoln City Visitor and Convention Bureau, Cheryl Smith from the Taft Pioneer Cemetery Association, Lewis Smith, Terry King, and Patty Cybers from Theater West, Ann Hall from the North Lincoln County Historical Museum, and Bill John from Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Please join me in congratulating them on receiving the Oregon Heritage Tourism Award.
That's all we got for you.
Nice. All right. Thank you again. Well done. Who gets the awards now? Where do they stay?
It's going to be up in the VCB for a little while, but it will come down. So they need to just...
Yeah. So people can say, oh, absolutely. Yes.
They were nice enough to give every organization their own individual award, too, which was really nice of them.
Just want to be able to point people where to see it. Great. Thank you, Scott. Excellent job. Okay. So now we're jumping back up. I don't want to. Can we just stop on that? It's done. Finished for the night. All right. Presenting ordinance is none. Resolution.